Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. We're set for today's video. The beer is courtesy of Scott. Thanks for Scott. I really appreciate it. At Eat, Drink, Listen. And this is a collaboration. This sounds really cool. So it's New Image and Phase 3, Never Come Down. And basically it's like a stout and a barley wine mixed together that has been barrel aged. So ingredients: malt, two-row, Troubadour Crystal Munich, Troubadour Crystal 300, and Troubadour Caro Wheat, hops Columbus, yeast American Ale, miscellaneous, blended with barrel-aged stout. So again, it's some sort of like this like barley wine stout, maybe hybrid is the right word. It is from, let's see, April 1st, 2022, so it's about 8 months old, the time of review, 8.5 months, and it comes in at 13.2% ABV. Oh, here we go. So this is what they're calling it. Barrel-finished stout wine. That's what they're calling it. I think that's everything. All right, let's get into it. Yeah, it's funny. So it's like looking at, man, look at that beer. That's motor oil. I was kind of like looking at beers to do, and had a pretty active day, shoveling and things like that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm reviewing this on a Saturday. So I'm like, I shoveled, did a lot of physical activity. I said, I need a big beer. And I was kind of like, do I want a barley wine or do I want a stout? And I was like, wait, I have both styles, but I think this one's both, so I'm just going to do this one. So it definitely looks like a stout, period. Nice little head on it, kind of a mocha, dark mocha color. I mean, that's, like I said when I was pouring, like it's motor oil. Let's go see aroma. Oh, okay, so there we see a little bit of the complexity. All right. So I do get some nice stout chocolate, not too much roast, but like definitely stout qualities. But then there's this little extra thing thrown in, almost like grape juice, actually. Man, back to the chocolate, some nice vanilla. Ooh, big caramel. So yeah, see, this is gonna be one of those beers where like a live stream would have worked, where you could have spent like an hour, talking about it as it's like opening up and everything. Oh man. Speaking of live stream, so actually this was, I didn't say that planning on plugging it, but Scott and I do plan on doing another live stream. Probably the week I'm reviewing, I'm posting this, I don't know when exactly, but sometime this week, there'll actually be another live stream. And I really enjoyed the last one we did together. So, and it was cool because a couple of people commented. They were like, sorry, this is not even a beer review at this point, but some people did comment like, this is kind of cool, like someone who's like really knows about the beer, they're talking and experiencing it at the same time as I am. And I think, I mean, I know for a fact from my point of view, it's really cool to do it that way. I think I can understand too from a viewer point of view. It's kind of nice having someone who has no idea what they're going into with someone who like knows what they're talking about. Anyway, I will say this smells more barrel-aged stout than barley wine, but there's a little bit of like that barley wine thing there. It smells delicious. That's the most important thing. See about the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Scott. Hope you're doing well, and I appreciate it. Oh my God. That is nice. So I'm going to... So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say one of the things that Scott likes about this beer is when that coconut from the barrel hits. Holy crap. Nice level of coconut, nice level of vanilla. For a beer that doesn't have vanilla in it, good level from the barrel, like really good level. Almost to the point of like vanilla frosting. I would say relatively decadent chocolate mixing in with this vanilla. It has a little bit of like a confectionery sugar note. Some nice caramel as well. So like I was saying about the aroma, to me it is more stout than barley wine, but there is this other like added layer of complexity to it, which I think is them like going with the barley wine stuff. Wow. Okay. Excuse me. Wow, this is good. This is really good. Man, that caramel note too. Wow. Like I was saying in the aroma about a grape note, it's like somewhere between, and this sounds kind of obvious maybe to say out loud, grape and red wine, but then you get some of these like fig and date notes that you can certainly get in a stout, but you can also get in a barley wine. So it's kind of like that. To me, this beer drinks and smells like a barrel-aged stout with a barley wine trying to like push open the door, and they have the door like half open, so like one leg and one arm's in the door and one still out, you know, like, so it definitely, like, if you love, I'll put it this way, if you love barrel-aged stouts and you're not the biggest barley wine fan, I think you could still really like this beer. But if you're like me and you like both styles, there's like this other fun layer to it. It's so weird. It's hard for me to articulate though, because it is, to me anyway, so stouty that, like, other than saying there's like this other layer, a little bit of this grape red wine, and then like kind of how like the fig and date stuff is hitting, because it hits a little different in a barley wine than a stout. It's kind of like some of that stuff. It's really interesting too. It's just kind of it's probably fine that I can't think of the name of the beer. There was some beer I did within the last month where I was like, this is more fun than delicious. This one is as fun as it is delicious because it's got this other little thing going on. Excuse me. Yeah, this is super tasty. This is super tasty. That's like the most important thing. What was it? 13.24% ABV. Hides the alcohol pretty well. Man, that chocolate note is so nice. Yeah. This is stupid. This beer is just stupid good. Lacey on Scott, man, I think you can clearly see how much I'm enjoying it. And I have a feeling that you knew I would. Have you guys had this beer before? Have you had anything from New Image and or Phase 3? Have you had a stout barley wine mashup lately, ever? Are you just drinking a completely different kind of a beer you want to tell me about? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both of those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.